What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jeremy Speaks. I'm coming at y'all again today with another video. I ain't gonna even hold you. All right. So the episode picks up where the last one left off. We see Chris and Nell and their family doing a walkthrough for the renewal ceremony that they're gonna do. So I guess I was the only one that was kind of confused about this scene, because if I was not mistaken, they definitely said they was doing a walkthrough. But when they knocked on the door and that thick white lady came and opened the door, they was talking about, can we tour the facility? I was like, are y'all still booking a venue, or is y'all doing a walkthrough? How is this working? The kids go to the back wall of chairs and they go to the wedding reception hall area, right? Now, they all sit down and everybody is delegating what's supposed to be handled. You know, the daughter's supposed to handle the flowers. You know, he's supposed to handle such and such. But then little Lance says, actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to handle the gravesite. And Chris can handle the music since he a DJ. She was like, you know what your mama like, don't you? He was like, yeah. I know what you like. You like that White Zinfandel and Lauryn Hill music. You know those Arbor Mist wine coolers in India Irie. I know that's what you like. At the end of the day, I feel that the only reason that he said that was so they could bring the attention back to the gravesite, because they really wanted Nell to go to the site to go visit the mom's grave, to finally get some type of healing or some type of therapy through that. But I don't really feel that if she just goes to the gravesite, it's going to help her with something, unless she's doing that in tandem with going to get therapy. Because she has a lot of unpacked trauma that she needs to heal, not only from the death of her mom, but for the way that she's handling it and her emotional instability, right? But needless to say, I was really happy that they supported her through that. You know, the last time we seen Nell, all the kids was talking about how she just cussed them out, tell them they ain't shit, yell at them, bark at them, and then give them some money, at the end of the day. So I was like, okay, now I'm really happy for you. Love that she has a loving family, love that they're looking and treating each other better in this scene, at least. Okay. Next thing we see, Trisha and the kids go to the trampoline park. Trisha and the kids are jumping all over these trampolines, and all I could think about was like, damn, Trisha got a nice body. Oh my God, Trisha. That body is giving. That body is giving what it needs to be gave. I was looking at her like, damn, I need to get in the gym. I was like, I can't even get in the gym because my finger fucked up, y'all. Look at my finger. I ain't got no damn fingernail, but I ain't gonna gross y'all out. Trisha asked the kids, how do they feel about the co-parenting? She was like, I know that you and your dad are having some issues with communicating, but how do you feel about that? The daughter says, sometimes you just need to breathe. The son really didn't say much. I don't really think that either of the kids are on either of the parents' sides. I feel like they have equal love for the father and the mom, which I do appreciate, which lets me know at least that Trisha isn't going around talking about him, even though I feel like Ken is always trying to turn the kids against him. But they love their dad, and I was able to see that through here. So, and we found out that the son has communication with the dad. I thought the son wasn't communicating with the dad at all. Like, I thought they didn't have no communication. If I'm not mistaken, didn't Trisha say that the son and the daughter didn't even want to be there at the party after the dad showed up? I don't know how true all of this is. I don't know. Now, Trisha tells the kids that she signed the divorce to their dad and asks them how they feel about it. Baby, if this scene didn't make me cackle, they said, well, I already thought you did that. Like, I already thought y'all were divorced. Like, dad told me he signed the papers. Like, you haven't signed the papers yet? Like, she was like, well, no, not yet. And then the kids asked her a follow-up question. I was like, well, damn. They said, well, okay, so after you sign the divorce papers, are you going to get remarried? She was like, Not anytime soon. I was like, oop, Ken, that lets you know right now that you are not on the docket. You need to move on with your life and find another bitch with kids that you can take over. At the end of the day, she don't want to marry you. You need to go about your way, sir. And stop being a weirdo. But needless to say, like, I really didn't feel that much was learned about that, besides the fact that Trisha is on some bullshit. She still don't want to get married. You know, the kids don't really give a fuck about why or how or if she's divorced. They don't care either way. And they really don't have any feelings towards the co-parenting situation anyway either. This really confused the shit out of me, because I was like, is it really affecting the kids? Because I was like, let Ken and Trisha tell it. The kids be hurt. The kids be affected. It's all about the kids, right? But now the kids don't even seem like they give a damn about what's going on. So now, y'all, we're at Nell's house. And I was like, damn, this house is big as a bitch. I was like, this is a big ass house. Damn. That's it. Y'all, I don't think I can live in a house that big. Like, what can you do with all of that space? Can you the thought of having to furnish it all would drive me insane, y'all. But it was beautiful in there. Like, she was like, she had made some type of lunch and everything else like that, because her and Trisha are going to be having lunch today. So we hear a knock at the door, knock, knock, knock. It's the broad shoulders, and we see that it's Trisha, right? Trisha walks in wearing this little orange ensemble, and she looks really nice. Her body is a highlight of this episode. I was like, Trisha got body. I don't care what none of y'all got to say. Like, Trisha body, it eats. It eats. It eats. If she just had a different attitude and a different way about herself, she'll be a real bad. But you know, bad are not only a part of your physical being, it's a part of your mental being. See, you could be physically a bad, but mentally, you ain't a bad. And mentally, Trisha ain't a bad. She is sad, but she got to work on that herself. They sit down and they start to discuss everything, right? Nell asks about the Martell situation. Now, Trish says that she went over there. Nell asked, did y'all just sit down and watch movies? Did y'all cuddle? She was like, no, we didn't cuddle. You know, we didn't watch movies at first. Now, all of a sudden, she's bringing up that, yeah, he was bringing up Mel, and I was giving him some advice about Mel, and then he was like, I don't need no therapist. And I was like, bro, you asked me, and he didn't even touch me. You know, I know, contrary to popular belief, that a lot of people think that he did, but he didn't try to do anything to me. And I was like, Trish, you a damn lie. I don't care what you say, sis. You a lie, because now your story just changed again. So now, wait a minute. So you want me to believe, Trisha, that you don't remember when you went over there? You don't remember what month it was. You don't remember if it was chilly or not. You don't remember how you got there. You don't remember the driveway. You don't remember the cross streets. You don't remember the highway. You don't remember the area. You don't remember the color of the house. But now all of a sudden, you remember a conversation that y'all had about Melody and trying to help their relationship while you are in her home without her knowing, without her being there, and without her permission. So I guess like out of the kindness of your heart, you went over to Melody and Martell's marital home when Melody was not there and Martell was, after he slid in your DMs and tried to come on to you to save Melody and Martell's marriage. I really you me, like, I promise if I was Mel, I would knock y'all foreheads up, because the way y'all be playing and lying as y'all go, girl, that does not sound believable. So now all of a sudden it was only about workouts. Y'all was just working out. Y'all was just doing workouts. Why you didn't tell Mel when you were in her face at the cafe that you went over there and y'all were trying to repair his and Melody's relationship? Why didn't you tell her that? You just said y'all was talking about working out. Now it's another piece. Now y'all was talking about Melody and you was basically being a therapist. Look, you strong-shouldered ass. Don't lie to my face. Stop insulting my intelligence. If you wanted to bounce up and down on the you could have just said that and just been a real about it. But the fact that you're just adding in lies, adding in to try to make it seem as something it was not is insane to me. For you to act like you went over to that woman's house to help her marriage, being a therapist, while you went over there to her husband, it's insane to me. You need help. You really need some help. Like dead ass. Like the audacity of you. You trying to give Martell advice about his marriage. Meanwhile, you cheating on your own husband. And then the whole side and then trying to Martell at the same time. Like your is trilingual. But you trying to give advice. Nell asks, is Ken and Marquez getting along? Trisha says no. And then Nell asks, well, what took you so long to sign them divorce papers? Y'all, I promise y'all gonna think I'm ignorant for how I cover this. But I'm gonna let you know this is how I see it. Okay? So after Nell brings up how she has not signed them divorce papers yet, in my mind, I'm thinking that Trisha's like, oh, shit. Oh snap. What am I supposed to say? So she says when he had left to go find himself, I was like, fine, go do you. Like, I'ma just do me. And in the midst of that happening, my family and my members started to pass away. Like my mama died, my sister died, my uncle died, my daddy died, my dog died, my cat died, my fish died, and it fried. And I was like, I actually had to resuscitate my sister. Like I had to, like Zanaya was literally watching me put life, try to breathe life into her. And then I went to him. And he told me that I was too close to my family. And I'm like, what the man? What the bro? Like, what are you talking about? That's my family. And then all of a sudden, Nell feel bad at this point. She's like, well, damn, I don't think I should have asked this. And then she was like, girl, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You ain't got to answer nothing else. I'm sorry for bringing it up. And I was like, that's exactly what she wanted. Because after all of that that you said that he did, that makes the question even more proactive. Why haven't you divorced him if he did all of this to you? Why are you not signing the divorce papers? Don't say it's because of the kids, because the kids, you already shown us a scene with them. They could care less. At the end of the day, why have you not signed these divorce papers? And you are not going to gaslight me because I can feel sympathy and empathy for people, but I can still see through the bullshit. Okay? And what you did was some third grade deflection. So you talked about all of these traumatic experiences, knowing that Nell is already dealing with traumatic experiences herself. And you knew that she would have some type of deep empathy towards that, right? So you already knew that you could get her activated in that. And then that would get that heat off of you. And you didn't, at the end of all of this, you didn't even answer the question. Like, you didn't even answer the question. If he did all of this stuff to you, abandoned you, left you high and dry in the midst of you going through all of this pain in your life, why have you not signed the divorce decree? Nell empathizes and basically goes into how she's dealing with the loss of her own mom and how sometimes when people ask her if she's okay, it makes her angry and she just says, I'm okay, I'm fine. And if they continue to pry about it, she gets mad and goes off and she can go from 0 to 100, but she realizes that that's a problem and that she is a little bit emotionally unstable at this point and she needs to go get some help. I'm really happy that Nell came to terms with that. Because I do feel like Nell does be going from 0 to 100 a lot. And I was like, if you can get that, situated, it'll make you so much more likable because sometimes you be going off and don't realize it and don't understand how you're coming across to other people. Like the way that she was coming off at Kimmy, I would have fought you if I was Kimmy. Kimmy almost did. But Like, you probably didn't even realize what you were doing. It's something childlike about Nell sometimes, if that makes sense. Like, she can be very childlike in a very, like, oblivious innocence type of way. Like, how kids can be completely oblivious to the shit that they say and how it can affect other people. That's what Nell kind of reminds me of sometimes. So Will and Ken meet up. Ken says the Martell situation and other stuff is starting to get to him. Is it starting to get to you because you care, or is it starting to get to you because you talk to Marceau and Maurice and you're weak-minded and you let them get into your mind? And now you feel some type of way about it, even though in the past you said that you didn't, unless you were just lying at that table and you felt some type of way from the beginning. Then what's the point of even bringing it up if you still feel some type of way about it? Like, because nobody at that table brought that up except for you. Just want to reiterate that. But it's kind of funny how at the table with Maurice and Marceau, you were saying that you really didn't care because it had nothing to do with you and it was before you. But now it's making you irritated and making you feel some type of way. You let get into y'all heads and fuck up y'all relationships every single time. At the end of the day, they just wondering, why aren't you disrespecting Trisha like we disrespecting our wives? You a man, right? Ain't you supposed to be disrespecting and beating on her? And making her lay down and open her legs and give you good time? Like, it's giving a whole scene from Beloved. I really cannot. Well, he says that he can't ask her a question without accusations and her getting defensive. And I was like, well, Ken, that's because your wife is a liar. And she don't want you to know that she's been throwing that puss all around that gymnasium that she works at. Okay? He says that the things that he tries to say always turns into an argument, and she doesn't even want to talk about her feelings, that she shuts him out and she has major trust issues. And he goes on to say that, she can be real selfish, but he wants her to choose him.
So pick me. Choose me. Love me.
Now, I am 100% down for men to allow themselves to be vulnerable and show their feelings and stuff like that. But it's just something about this big ass in front of me crying because he's not being chosen by a woman who's still married is driving me up the wall. If you don't pick that steroid up and go in the gym and crank that shit out on some weights and move on with your life and lead a strong-armed hoe where she at, I know something. What's wrong with you? Shit, Will. Y'all both look like y'all into that. I'm not understanding what's tidally locking him to Latricia. Be great. Go do something with your life, sir. You're wasting time, sir. Will asks, about the divorce. He says, well, are they divorced yet? Ken says, man, hell no, they ain't divorced. Like, Will says, well, do you think that she still want to be with him? I mean, that was her high school sweetheart. Ken is basically saying some real bullshit. I really didn't pick up what he was trying to say, to be honest, because it wasn't really making sense to me in the way that he was responding to the question. He brought up how Trisha always says that she can't stand him, that she can't be around him and everything else like that, but that didn't really answer the question. We're at the family visit to the burial site for the mama. It's very sad. Outside of Nell wearing 25 bundles of wigs, I was really hurt by that. I was like, wow, this is really sad. My heart went out to her. Like, it broke for her. And I understood and I felt her pain. And I just wish her a lot of healing. I wish her a lot of growth, because I know how, deaths can really affect you mentally, because it really took me a long time to find myself after my best friend passed. We are at the Bachelorette party. Now, one thing Destiny gonna do is wear a damn Kanaka-Long ponytail. But this time it looked like Remy because it was flowing. It was a real nice, smooth, luxurious ponytail. So I was like, she must have got this one from Adani. We see Trisha walk up. Y'all, I hated that outfit that Trisha walked in. Oh, I hated that outfit. That outfit just screamed Shein. It just screamed Fashion Nova clothes. And It's nothing wrong with Shein or Fashion Nova, but I believe you supposed to wear the clothes. The clothes ain't supposed to wear you. And I just feel like that outfit has been worn so many times by like 17-year-olds. I just did not, I don't know. I just did not like that outfit. But her body looked good in it. I will say that. But she walks in and Destiny tells her, everybody, we got our person here that we're gonna be body painting. She's just pranking Trisha's like stunned, talking about, oh, no, like you love to be naked around people. I can tell because your pussy is friendly. But anyway, let's move on. She and Destiny have a conversation about how she can't drink because they say that she be acting crazy when she drinks. And then Destiny said it might be some truth to that. And then Trisha says, I know you ain't one to talk. And then Destiny says, well, what you talking about? Trisha says, because you and Nell were going at it at your event. Did they cut some shit out? It wasn't really that much going on. It was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna just have to reevaluate our friendship. And then Nell said, well, okay, shit, fine by me. Reevaluate. And then that was really the end of it. I really don't recall no big ass argument. Did I miss it, y'all? We see Kimmy come in. Kimmy comes in and immediately, y'all, like, I feel like when Kimmy comes in, you just know the shit is about to start. Because one thing Kimmy gonna do in the scene is start some bullshit. She's gonna get the shit started, get the shit activated, and that's exactly what she did. Mel comes in soon after Kimmy, and Destiny offers her a drink. Mel said, no drink. I'm okay, no drink. I'm not gonna be here long. And they could have just left it at that, but Kimmy had to press the issue to make it seem as if Melody is not being a girl's girl. She was like, oh, you're going to leave? You can't leave. We're going to be painting. She was like, well, no, I actually have things to do. I have to go pick up the kids and stuff like that. Yeah. I don't know what got into Mel during this scene. I don't know. But Mel came in this scene on her big energy. I don't know what it was. But baby, Melody was not in the mood. She came in, I feel like immediately a different mood shift came. Mel tells them she won't be there long because she has some stuff to go do with her kids. She got to go pick the kids up and they got to go to some type of game or whatever like that. And then we see Kimmy whispering in Trisha's ear about like, how you doing? Trisha says, I'm doing fine. She was like, you want to talk to Mel? She was like, no. She was like, oh, you don't want to bring it up now or do you want to bring it up at another time? And then in the midst of Kimmy being messy as asking that question, Melody says, by the way, Trisha, I got a question for you. Do you have a problem with me? Trisha says, no, I don't have no problem with you. If I did, I would have told you. Kimmy says, that's crazy. I would have never thought she would have said no. Melody said, well, I agree. I didn't think she was going to say no either because when me and Kimmy had the conversation when she came over to my house, she let me know that she definitely felt some type of way about me. And then Trisha lets us know that what she felt a way about was when she was over to the party, she felt that she was being messy by saying that she was still in love with her ex-husband. Now, I really didn't remember that Melody said it around a whole bunch of people like that. I was like, well, damn, like I probably would have felt some type of way too. But at the end of the day, you her husband. So, game's game. She didn't come there to be happy and really be there to cheer you on. She came to give your kids some money and embarrass you as you deserve. Melody said, well, I was just joking. Trisha said, I don't think it was a joke. I didn't think it was funny. Like, I don't. She said, I think it was messy. After that, Melody said, so I'm being held at a different, standard, but everybody else can be messy. I'm no more messy than anybody else in here. At this point, Trisha says, I know that. I said, I don't have a problem with you. I don't have a problem with you. But she says after that, you have no reason to have a problem with me because I don't know you and I haven't said anything to you. And then Trisha says, at the end of the day, I said what I said. Kimmy and Letitia asked Melody, well, do you think that you two can reach some understanding? She was like, no, I don't think I can understand her. I was Melody in this nasally ass voice, y'all. I really cannot. No, I don't think I can understand her. And then Trisha says, that's why you Mel and I'm Trisha. And I was like, well, thank you, Trisha. We obviously got y'all mixed up and confused at some point, probably because you were at her house and her husband probably once or twice. But who's to know? Destiny just couldn't wait to, get in the double dutch of it all and say, y'all, please. We here for Nell. We just got to have good energy for Nell. Couldn't wait to say something to Mel. And Mel says, we're going to have good energy when she get in here. We're going to have real good energy. And I was like, it would have been cool if you added a little on the end of that. But y'all, that was the end of the episode.